What's going down, Commanders? I just want to talk about the elephant in the room. I guess you can call it the difficulty of the event bases and the argument between the lower levels and the upper levels of the event is hard for them. They don't need to make it any harder, and the higher levels going, this event's too easy. We want some sort of challenge. And there always has been a way where Kixeye balanced that very well. They've sort of lost track of it. They've gone to the point where they're catering solely for the mid range to lower levels. And there is a lot of arguments out there, but even higher levels want an easy event. They don't want to be challenged in any way, shape or form. And I understand that, I get it. But Kixeye it's right there in front of them. Let me bring the game up quick. It's right there in front of them. When you look at the overview, right, should be easy. Main track, no problem, should be easy. These ones, challenge, they should be a challenge, getting difficulter as the higher they go. So yeah, we'll take that into account. The way they've got these four set out now is very much how they should be. The real challenge should be going into the challenge bonus base. That always used to be a real fucking challenge. They structured the events around that, I've got it all written down here, but I've gone way off script. Basically, yep, keep the 1 to 4 as they are. Keep the main track as they are. I'm disgusted at Kixeye where they're not giving us levels on these trophies anymore. Don't put levels on them. Just give us one trophy. We get it. Job done. If you're not going to update the picture in any way, shape or form, don't bother doing it. No, I know people that will be out there hitting it just to get that 5-star trophy, but for me it's a no way. No, I'm not going to waste my time, and I'm hoping a lot of people see it the same way. There is a way around all these events, guys. There is a way, and it is a little bit of farming, there's a bit of grind, and you've got to do it outside events, and that's collecting medals. All the event units, all except the gold tech, are available to all of you. They're in the gear store. It's a little bit of grinding. Do a few medal bases a day. Get some of the new units. The ones you want to get at the minute is probably the Lightbringers and the Dervish. Most important, I would say, out of the 6 at the minute. You need I would also go for the Bounty Hunter as well, if you can get hold of that. I think this is the last event, so really go for that. The events are too easy for us, and there's a lot of people saying the same thing. There's a lot of people arguing the other argument, but the challenge base should always be a challenge. I don't know why Kixeye don't split the challenge base into 3 bases, three tracks. So you hit it, the first one's reasonable. You get through it, you get an X amount of XP. It's the standard. You've got the choice then to move on to the second phase, which in my opinion should be a defensive track, and a pretty hard one at that. A defensive, either like the holdout, or I'd prefer it that they did it so that our bases were under attack and we had to defend against that. And then the third base in the challenge bonus track, which again, it's your choice whether you move on to that one, should be fucking hard. I don't know why they can't do this. I know people keep saying that, but they've only got a small team. They've got a whole month to put these events together. In fact, they should be 3 or 4 events in front of themselves. There should be, plenty of room, plenty of scope to transition. Say, right, okay, he's got a point. Let's make these challenge bases a bit, even if it's just the one challenge base. Let's make them a real challenge. Let's make them have to think. They're not going to be a permanent challenge, because eventually someone's going to crack them and everyone's going to be able to hit them. It's going to be put up on YouTube. I'm not saying necessarily me. It could be Cyram, it could be Gabby, it could be JB Samar, whoever. All the YouTubers out there are all out to try to make things easier for you. It's sad that we've got to have this argument when it's staring you right in the face. The only base they really need to change in this fucking event cycle is the bonus base, and then they've got it perfect. I think there is a big argument as well to bring back the defensive tracks. I think that's a massive downside to these events. I know Kixeye have sort of lost their way with these defensive tracks. They're not really making them hard. I don't know if there's something restricting them there when we are doing I think it's Invasion. Yeah, Invasion. They're a joke. We just put our units around the outside of the buildings. Nothing makes the walls. And it's constant. I don't know if they can improve on it. I don't know if they've got, maybe they haven't got the manpower again, but there's no reason that they can't make a challenge base, at least the bonus base, at a reasonable difficulty for that, to keep us entertained. The way it's structured now, the 4 base pays out more than the challenge bonus base, which is wrong. It's arse about face, in my opinion. Yeah, I've just seen so many people argue about this. I thought I need a ramble on, I need a vent, and in that way hopefully there'll be a ton of you guys that put your fucking 5 cents in the discussion below on the YouTube. I'd rather it be rather than Facebook. So then Kixeye's got somewhere where they can go, right, we can look at that. Because the people they're listening to on Discord, the handful of the regulars on Discord, are probably not representing of YouTube. I'm not representing of YouTube, sorry, of War Commander. I'm not representing of War Commander. What I'm saying is there will be people that comment on these videos. There will be, and it's not just me making them and the live streams. There's plenty of people out there making these live streams where you can go down and have a little read through the comments and see which way it's swinging. You know, it'll probably be 50-50, but there is a bunch of players out there that do want some challenge. I'm an 80s kid. Video games, they never held my hand when I was growing up. And I was playing them when I was in my diapers. They never held my hand. They never said this is how they do. There was no such thing as YouTube back then. It was fucking have that and work it out yourself. And that's what I want in a game. And that's what War Commander used to be. That's what drew me to it in the first place. It was fucking tough. It was really hard. And there was no mollycoddling even. There was no holding hands. There was no. It was this is the bases, like at Olympia. I remember way back in the day when you used to have that little base. It used to be the little base outside of you. You'd have like one square you couldn't get hit in, and that was the event base. We used to have 2 or 3 days off, literally not hardly playing the game, because we had to repair. You know, you either had to coin because of the difficulty of the event bases. You used to have to repair for 2 days. We couldn't go to war for 2 or 3 days. We couldn't go fight. You know, and it's the same with the jumping sectors now. You can just jump in, hit one base and run. You used to have to prepare up for that. It used to be live with it for 7 days or spend 100 coin, which, let's be fair, not many people will. But you know, this holding that you can tell you've got working. They've got fucking 90s and fucking noughties kids working for them, and you can tell it reflects on the game that they're producing. And I'm sick of hearing they've only got fucking 10 people or whatever. I'll keep repeating this. There's games out there that have only had one dev to start with, and it's now a multi-fucking $1 million company, or even some cases a multi-billion-dollar company from one dev. So that excuse is not. It don't wash with me. Yeah, I'm not asking for the whole event to be hard. I don't think any of the people are. I'm asking them to give us one base that gives us a challenge. One base that makes us fucking think for 5 minutes instead of fucking... Basically, you asked anyone that's got all their units at a reasonable level, they can close their eyes and do these bases. That's how fucking tough it is. You can walk away and leave the base to be done by itself. There's no fun in that, Kixeye. There is no fun in it. And I do understand you're trying to cater for the smaller guys as well. But you've got to cater for the upper echelon as well. You know, give us something. PvP is pretty much dead for me. I think it is for a lot of people, because we've seen the videos out there that people are showing off that they got cheats, and they're showing off that they can use unlimited mercs. I'm not going to spend on that. That's for sure. So the events, especially this main event, the monthly main event. This is the event we used to look forward to. Now we get to it and we think, fucking hell, how fucked is it going to be? How many downtimes is it going to be? Good job, by the way, Kixeye. You've had one downtime, no downtimes this event, I don't think. But we don't look forward to them like we used to. It's just another event, another generic unit with these hula hoop fucking firing. 4 out of the last 6 units have been them silly hula hoop fucking laser beam things. You know, move on. Same with the war paints, the cyberpunk war. Move on, find something else. You know, And if you're asking that much XP for war paints, add something to the units. Give us a little buff, 2%, 4%. Don't have to be a lot. Give us a buff for buying them. Anyway, I thought I'd ramble on for 5 minutes. It was probably 10 minutes actually, but yeah, I just wanted to get my frustrations out there and explain that I'm not looking for the whole event to be hard. I'm looking for at least one, maybe 2 bases where I'm challenged. My brain is thinking, I'm engaged in it. I'm not just clicking Ruby and walking away. It's no fun. Anyway, guys, take care. Give us the thumbs up if you like the video. Thumbs down if you don't. Please leave a comment in the description below on YouTube. So if Kixeye do look at this and they do think, well, let's have a look what everyone's talking about, they can have a look at your comments, because that gives a better scope than the half a dozen. I just think they're idiots that go on Discord. They're bullies. You know, if you say anything and you're new on there, you get trolled basically. So it would be nice to see everyone else's opinions on this, and hopefully Kixeye can look at it. I wouldn't hold my breath, and move forward and take it. You know. Anyway, take care, guys. Bye bye.